All right, by day he prays, he preaches, he serves. At night, he pounds, pummels, sometimes cheats.
A local Methodist minister has taken up a sideline as a self-righteous bad guy wrestler. Brian Mullahy is on this story. You'll only see here on 2 News. Sounds like quite a character, Brian.
Mark and Shauna, I am standing in the ring where the Reverend Brian Diggs gouges and smashes and slams his way to victory after victory as the Deacon of Doom.
Showtime, Saturday night. Fans, falls,
I love you all!
And a favorite foil, Reverend Brian Diggs, a.k.a. Deacon of Doom.
He's not the classiest guy in the world. Why don't you shut your mouth? Why don't you shut your mouth? You want some of me, pal?
Why in the world do you do this?
You know, Brian, it's a weird story. I grew up loving professional wrestling. My entire life, I thought I would actually grow out of it, and I never did. A few years ago, I went through a divorce, and I thought, you know, this is as close as I'm going to get to a midlife crisis, and I decided to have a redneck summer. Go wrestling, racing, roller derby, all those things.
Diggs flipped for Ultra Championship Wrestling. He learned of its wrestling school and had a grueling baptism from owner Stevie Slick.
He said, drive on down, and I'll teach you a few of the moves, see if you can do it. He took me in the ring and beat the heck out of me, but he let me ring the bell that night, and I was sold.
The man of the cloth also became a man of the match.
At 212.5 pounds, a body sculpted by the angels of heaven.
My character is really the big talker.
He's full of himself.
He's sneaky.
He's arrogant.
Does he cheat? That ain't the word for it. Yeah. If I cheated as much as him, they'd probably throw me in jail.
In real life, Brian Diggs was pastor at First United Methodist Church in downtown Salt Lake. He now runs a charitable organization, the United Methodist Committee on Relief, or UMCOR.
All right, we're going to say the pallet prayer. Let's pray this together.
UMCOR's large warehouse in Salt Lake is stocked with disaster relief kits.
We store them here, and then we send them all over the world.
Essential at the relief agency are waves of devoted volunteers.
1, 2, 3. When the earth rocks, UMCOR rolls! Church groups from all over the country. The farthest away has been Annapolis, Maryland. They actually flew out here and spent a week with us, so that was really exciting. Got you guys scheduled for next week. It's all good. It's all good.
Here, the respectful minister may show no trace of the Deacon of Doom, but what he does here,
most gracious and loving God, we come together to do your work,
is also what he does here.
Before every single UCW show, he leads us all in a prayer.
Let's pray. Gracious God, we thank you for this.
I love just he brings attitude and happiness to the locker room when he walks in.
I'm not the most religious person in the world.
Wrestler Bobby Sanders, otherwise known as the Pitbull Jason Jackson, has been smacked in the head by the deacon and been offered Reverend Diggs' gentle ear.
He doesn't push at all, but he's there if you need him.
I've had some of the guys call me at 2 or 3 in the morning with girlfriend problems or car problems, asking me to help them out and give them advice.
Don't shut the door yet. I don't feel good.
If you're a minister in a church building, you're a minister when you walk out of the church building. And so my calling to follow Christ, I think it's a part of who I am here.
And maybe, just maybe, the self-absorbed Deacon of Doom may slam this home.
You know, I'm trying to be the alter ego of what I think Christians should be, you know. Don't be like this.
Oh, some wrestlers here at the local UCW Zero, as it's called, may dream of hitting the big time. Not Reverend Diggs at age 44. He says he's never been in a real fight in his life. But the boy who loved wrestling and never really grew out of it may be living his dreams right here. Mark and Shauna, back to you.
We should all be so lucky, that's for sure.
Great story, Brian.